I joined 15 different network marketing companies and failed at every single one. And not because I was lazy and not because the products didn't work or the company was not good enough, but because no one taught me the real fundamentals. So if you're new to network marketing or restarting, this video will save you months of frustration and possibly years of wasted effort. Hey, I'm Patrick Powers, and I went from broke, overweight, and burnt out to building a team of 10,000 people and hitting #1 in Europe in 3 different companies. And I didn't do it with hype, and I certainly didn't do it with talent. I did it with real strategy, proven tactics, and the 14 principles that you're about to learn. So if you're just getting started, this might be the most important video you watched all year. So let's dive in. Number 1, it is all about psychology. The leadership expert Simon Sinek says that if you don't understand people, you don't understand business. You see, most people in network marketing think it's all about product knowledge and compensation plan, and they study everything so they can look like pros. And by the way, so did I for 14 years, but then I realized that it's all about communication and psychology. What makes people pay attention, how you create trust, how you influence, how you inspire action. That stuff is all about psychology. And it's also about your own psychology, managing emotions and overcoming fear and becoming consistent. So make understanding people your lifelong quest, and success will become inevitable. Tip number 2, stop selling and start sorting. The biggest rookie mistake is to try to convince everyone. But convincing doesn't really work, and it's exhausting, but sorting is empowering. Remember, you shouldn't try to be a salesperson. You're really more like a talent scout. So don't pressure anyone. Find the ones who are open. Here's a line that really worked for me. This may or may not be for you, but if it is for you, it could transform your life. That one line saved me hundreds of hours. So stop chasing, stop begging, and instead use posture. People are attracted to confidence, not desperation. You have something incredibly valuable, so remember, you're the prize, so act like it. Here's tip number 3, and this is really big. Master the mundane. Bruce Lee said, "I fear not the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times." And this is absolutely so applicable to network marketing. Success here is not sexy, it's repetitive. In the beginning, it's actually scary, and then it becomes boring. It's doing the same 3 to 5 activities every day, even when you don't feel like it. Actually, especially when you don't feel like it. You'll be prospecting, following up, posting something, invite, train, repeat. It's not about motivation, it's about discipline. You don't need to do 100 different things. You need to do a few things that are correct things and then do them consistently. So when it feels like nothing is happening, that's when you're building the foundation. Now imagine going to the gym for 2 weeks and just quitting because you're not ripped yet. That doesn't make any sense. So why do it in network marketing? Mastering the mundane is what separates amateurs from leaders. Now, of course, you need to practice the most effective strategies and tactics that work today. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button to get more content for this channel, where I share insights, tips, and strategies that I've learned from the top of the top people in 35 years in the business. But let's move on. Tip number 4, feed your mind daily. Not many people will believe this, but I used to have the worst mindset. Really, I was actually suicidal for years, thinking all kinds of negative thoughts. And it was only when I made personal development non-negotiable that things really started to happening for me. Here is an absolute fact. You will not out-earn your personal growth, period. Your income grows in direct proportion to how much you grow as a person. That growth starts in your mind. And it doesn't take a lot of time. Just get this, 15 minutes a day equals 90 hours per year. That's a college course in mindset. Mindset will make you resilient, charismatic, focused, and confident. I recommend start the day listening to training while you get ready for work or whatever you do, or while you travel to work. Read 10 pages before you go to bed. And throughout the day, you can easily squeeze in motivational or strategic YouTube content for about 20 to 30 minutes. The best leaders are lifelong learners. So every day, feed your brain. Tip number 5, treat it like a real job. Now let's get real here. Most people, they don't fail in network marketing because the company or the product didn't work. They fail because they treat it like a hobby. So ask yourself this. If I were paying myself $1,000 a week to grow my business? Would I be happy with the work I've done? Or would I fire myself? So many people are simply busy but not productive. They're checking messages, shuffling papers, watching trainings, but not actually talking to people. Schedule your business hours, even if it's 5 hours a week. Make it count and track your performance. You cannot improve what you don't measure. Tip number 6, and I wish somebody told me this: prepare for an emotional roller coaster. This business will test you. One day you're on fire and the next day you want to quit. Welcome to entrepreneurship. You'll deal with rejection, ghosting, negativity from friends, people who promise big things and then suddenly disappear. All of it. And all the leaders experience this. So don't just go through it, grow through it, embrace it. It will make you stronger. And the stronger you become, the more you'll be able to attract and lead other people. Here's something really interesting. If you expect it to be easy, it's easy to get discouraged when things doesn't go your way. But if you embrace the fact that entrepreneurship is hard, then it becomes easier to overcome setbacks. Because now you understand, hey, it's just part of the process. Everybody goes through this and there's nothing wrong with me. Remember that every challenge is part of your story. So the more chapters you write, the more interesting and inspiring your book becomes. And remember, at first you'll work harder than you're paid, and later you'll be paid more than you work. Tip number 7, systems are your life support. Most people just run around trying completely random things, saying whatever they feel like in the moment. But imagine this, that you paid for a McDonald's franchise for $1.4 million. And you go to Burger University, that's actually what it's called, and there's nothing in your training material about when should be opening your doors or what to say to customers. And you ask the people training you, when should we have opening hours? And they say, well, whenever you feel like it. And you ask them, what should I be saying to customers? And then they say, well, whatever you feel like in the moment. That doesn't make any sense, and you know it. So why act like that in network marketing? Any business rises or falls with the quality of its systems. And this is more true in network marketing than most businesses because you simply cannot scale here without systems. I hear lots of people say, well, I don't really need all the systems. I'm a good salesperson, promoter. I can sign up a lot of people. Great, but what about the people that you sign up and the people that they sign up and the ones on the 10th and 20th level? What about them? They need a system and a track to run on from day one, even if they're completely blank when it comes to business skills. A great business isn't run on people, it's run on systems, and then great people run those systems. Remember this, superior systems will outperform random excitement and natural talent any time of the week. Tip number 8, focus on income-producing activities. So let's define that clearly. Scrolling through Instagram, watching company videos are not income-producing activities. Income-producing activities include prospecting, inviting, following up, enrolling, training your team members. That's what you should be focusing on the majority of your time. So every day, ask yourself, what did I do today that actually moved my business forward? Treat your to-do list like a scoreboard, not a suggestion. Tip number 9, and this one is big. Enrollers get checks, leaders create freedom. Most people think that this business is about selling and promoting. And they think if I just sign up enough people, they will also do the same thing. But here's the thing, you can sell your way to bonus, but you can only lead your way to fortune. People need leadership because otherwise they quit super easy. So if you don't learn leadership, you'll be staying stuck forever with a small check. You will never create real freedom you want. Lots of people will say, well, I'm not a leader. I also said that for 14 years, but then I understood if I really want to become free, I have to learn leadership. And after doing that, my business exploded. I had 1,000 people in 8 months, 4,500 people in a year, and 10,000 people in 2 years. And my life was never the same. I am absolutely not a natural leader, but I chose to become one. If you're not one, simply become one. You can learn anything. Like if I offered you $2,000 a month to study leadership for about 5 to 10 hours a week, would you do it? I'm sure you would. I guarantee you, you can learn leadership. And here's the thing, leadership is the mother skill because it multiplies every other skill in network marketing. Here's some good news. I've spent 35 plus years learning from the best of the best in the industry like Big Al, and I put it all inside the Unstoppable Networker community. It's free to join, so make sure you go find the link in the description. Tip number 10, your vibe is your brand. See, here's the thing. People don't join companies, they join people. You're the face of your business. You're the brand, and you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real. Be the kind of person other people want to follow and hang around. You're actually the most important product in your business. You're the message, because when people feel you fire, your conviction, they want to hang around that and join your journey. This is why personal development is absolutely crucial. Honestly, I used to have the personality of a sedated slug. And now I've built the second biggest business meetup group in the world with almost 30,000 members. I've run hundreds of networking events, hosting tens of thousands of people. And people came up to me all the time and told me, Patrick, you're such a natural networker. And I guarantee you there's absolutely nothing natural about it. I decided to learn how the best people are doing it, and I did it until it actually worked. Tip number 11, stop comparing and start compounding. And what I mean by that is when you start comparing your day 1 to somebody else's day 300, you will kill your joy, and then you will kill your belief, and then you will kill your action. Lots of people will see someone hit a big rank in 60 days, and they start thinking, what's wrong with me? I haven't barely got started. But here's the thing, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. So you don't know their story. Maybe they brought in people from another company. Maybe they had years of experience. Maybe they brought experience in from different careers that applied here. You need to focus on your journey, your growth, one repetition after the other, and embrace all the failures. Embrace that you're not perfect yet. I guarantee you in this business, consistency beats talent, and daily habits beats the occasional hustle. Trust the compound effect. It works every single time. Tip number 12, feedback is the breakfast of champions. What I mean by that? Well, if you want to stay stuck, only listen to yourself. The top earners, they're not smarter. They're not luckier. They just do one thing better. They get coached on a regular basis. Feedback is the breakfast of champions because you cannot fix what you can't see. And here's the thing. We all have blind spots, habits, beliefs, and behaviors that sabotage us. A good coach will shine a light on what's invisible to you. Think about world-class athletes. They all have coaches, not because they're weak, but because they're winners. And this is one of the absolute most important things that happened to me after 14 years of failure. I decided to get a coach, and within months, my life transformed. Feedback will show you what's working, what's not, and how to adjust it fast. Without it, you're simply guessing, and guessing is costly and slow. I've seen people with talent and drive stay stuck for years simply because they refused to get feedback. And I've seen rookies explode because they were coachable. Being coachable is not a personality trait, it's a decision. Tip number 13, upgrade your association. Your income, your mindset, and your attitude reflect who you spend time with. You literally will become who you hang around. If your circle isn't growing, neither are you. Again, this is one of the most important shifts I made after 14 years. I decided to surround myself with top leaders, either in person or online. And everything changed for me very, very quickly. I went full-time in 6 months, and only 3 months later, I made more money than I ever had before in my whole life. So choose wisely. If you hang out with complainers, you will find reasons to quit. And if you hang out with winners, you'll find reasons to grow. So read books, get trained, get coached, go to events, plug into people doing big things. Remember, if you're the smartest or most driven person in your circle, you are definitely in the wrong circle. And I know it kind of feels scary to hang around people that are much smarter than yourself, but that's only your ego talking. Get the ego out of the way, hang around smart, driven, successful people. I guarantee you this will be one of the best things you've ever done in your whole life. Tip number 14, constantly fill your pipeline. Let's be brutally honest here. If you rely on friends and family only to build your business, you've only got a 90-day runway, and after that, your plane will crash. Why? Because your pipeline is empty. Network marketing is a skills game, but it's also a numbers game. So if you're not adding new people consistently, your business will die because your pipeline is like your heartbeat. If it stops, so does your income. Professionals never wait for leads, they create them. Every day, you need a system to keep your pipeline full through content, conversations, and connections. If you run out of people to talk to, that's great. That means you're doing something. And now is the time to level up and become a pro. And pros build pipelines, and amateurs wait. Now, network marketing is one of the greatest vehicles for freedom, but only if you treat it like a real profession, not a lottery ticket. These 14 tips were the foundation for creating my dream, but of course there's lots more to learn. And if you want to go deeper, make sure you hit like and subscribe to get access to the content I'm producing on this channel. I would also love to hear in the comments which tip that you found most useful. And remember this, don't quit, learn. You can do this. So let's build something unstoppable. See you on the next video. Bye for now.